ragtag crew of retro heroes with video dreams held high. From arcade quarters to late night flicks, we're geared for fun and flair. The 8-bit hillbillies are here, mischief riding on the air. G4GS with bourbon in hand, tossing movie quotes on the fly. 6-inch turkeys itching for a scrap, ready to stir up the fight. Chan Argan holds ancient lore, guiding us through pixel night. Zesty Buffalo, the charming outlaw, sets the arcade aglow. With a spark that never dies, obey your laser sword in hand, prepping for Tuesday's glow. We slash through digital dungeons and soar past sci-fi heights. In our pixel paradise, we roam from dusk till early light. We're the 8-bit hillbillies, and we're ready for the show.
Okay, so Rumble takes a little longer to initiate, so we probably have like 5 seconds of no intro there. And that's right, with the built-in lead time. I'm sitting there watching
an intro,
and it's just spinning, and I'm just spinning. I'm like, connect, and then it does it, and it's like 5, 4, 3, and the song's already started. And I'm like, well, here we are.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Intro, so that's awesome.
I mean, technically, I can always come back in and edit it and re-upload maybe later. I don't know. It depends. Anyway, it's not major. It's not like last episode. So yeah, welcome everybody. Episode number 12. To the Cardshop.
To the Cardshop.
We have our very first special guest on the stream, Jen from Checkpoint Gaming.
Hey.
Hi. Not a sponsor. Just damn cool people.
Yes. No sponsorships. Not sponsored by anybody. Is there anything on camera here that I think we're good. Nothing about NordVPN or anything like that. So, I thought tonight's episode we would talk a little bit about Checkpoint Gaming, what you all do, your kind of plans for the community. Might discuss a little bit of some of the hiccups been going on in downtown Clinton here past. I don't know. It's all summer at this point. I've lost track.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's been a while.
But
what, like 10 years now?
No, that's 640.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Alcoa Highway. Just kind of talk a little bit about that, and then really just the Cardshop's place in the community, and really any other. We've already kind of talked about it before, but old school video game stores and the way things used to be. So there'll probably be a little bit of a walk down memory lane, but So if we want to kick it off, I'll let you kind of introduce and get started. We'll go from there.
Let's go. Hey, everybody. My name's Jen from Checkpoint. Me and my husband, Andrew, moved to Clinton a few years ago, and there was like nothing to do here. Just not like it was pretty. It's a lot more bare than it is now, and we wanted to make a fun place for the community, and we ended up renting this random spot out that we saw going to get coffee one day, and we had plans to make it into like a video game lounge. That did not pan out for us. A lot of people here like cardboard and they like math rocks, and then they got me into liking math rocks and cardboard, and now it's my whole life and I love it so much. And I love our community. We do Magic the Gathering as our bread and butter here. And D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is my favorite thing. Makes my soul very happy. And we got a lot of Pokemon, Alestrials, Star Wars. But we have a community that is the best thing I could have ever asked for. The nicest people, the just all the time. The regulars that come in, they make my day. They asked who I was talking to.
Oh,
Threw me off a little bit.
Oh no, she's lost her mind. She's just talking into space now.
yeah. We're at the shop. We're actually live at the shop, and we do have several of our friends up there playing.
Yeah.
So we did move. They're quieter. I asked them to be quieter.
No, and actually the background chatter, I think it's at a good level, especially as long as we're talking. That's dominating. So good deal. And how long did you say you've been in the area?
We opened July 22nd of 2022, so it's been over 3 years now.
Is that when you moved to the Clinton area? Or?
Oh, we moved to Clinton 2021, end of 2021. We had been in Oak Ridge for a good portion of my life, at least. And It's not a far move, but it was a little different. It was a little different.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if you'd come from out of state or something.
No,
Because
no.
I was just going to say you still hadn't missed much because you should have been here 30 years ago in Clinton, and it was even less to do.
Look, and people are trying. There's restaurants down here now. There's tattoo shops, clothes shops. There's a brewery opening. There's a gaming store now. So it's trying to grow up. It's trying to grow up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's one of those things that it sure beats going to Knoxville anymore.
Yep.
That's just a headache, and there's no good way to do it anymore. And every time I go, there's a new road or something, and I'm just like, where did this come from? And then a subdivision with 1,000 houses, and that's what I often tell people. I said, well, I enjoy living out here in this area so much. I said, yeah, it may take me 30, 40 minutes to get to Knoxville, but even if I lived in Knoxville, it's still going to take me 30 to 40 minutes to get anywhere because of traffic. So I'd rather just live out here, and it's a whole lot quieter. So,
Yep.
That's just what we were trying to provide when we opened here, was just a spot that people could go to without having to get into all that mess and drive all that distance. Just have a good place to come and play nerdy games with their friends.
yeah, and I think I personally don't really play card games. My mind, for whatever reason, and maybe I've just not had the right tutor.
I tried.
In his defense,
That's a knock on the tutors.
that was the tutor. Those guys suck.
I've bought some starter kits and starter packs over the years and stuff, but I greatly appreciate what you all do, because from my more video game based background, it's like a place I can go that speaks to me and my hobbies, and GameStop is not what it once was,
No.
and I think you all are filling a very important role, and to just pop up the street. I've seen the impact y'all have had. I think it's amazing.
I hope it's good from what I can't see past my blinders of being at the shop, and I hope it does, because we have great people here. Y'all have made me cry a few times, bringing me back that signed paper from Fanboy. You got me with that one.
I was watching them. They were so giddy, walking around that con, we gotta do this. We're gonna do this.
Well, I couldn't be there because I was working, so it was very sweet.
Yeah, and that's important, and you establish those relationships, and so take it from me as someone who, like I said, I'm more of kind of the casual bystander. I see it, and I think it's good. So let me know if y'all get Gundam trading card game stuff in. I've been searching for that.
Hey.
Can't find it. So I actually messed up, and for whatever reason, Walmart actually managed to get some packs, and I hesitated, and they've been gone. And I probably won't play it, but I just really like. It's kind of like I did buy a bunch of the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy deck because I'm a big Final Fantasy guy, but yeah, I basically buy cards because I think they're pretty, but I
Hey,
never actually play them.
you're allowed to be a collector instead of a player. That's totally fine and acceptable.
But
He does have some fun toys.
I
mean,
still
just look
at
behind
the
it.
brown. I was just getting ready to say that is awesome.
How about so you can stare and find Easter eggs all day in my background.
Challenge accepted.
So, but yeah, so a little bit about what's been going on lately because I know it's been tough with some construction going on right now.
Yeah, like you said, this has been going on for I think since May. I think, but it's been going on since May, and they're like redoing some piping, and it did have to get done. So I'm not mad about that. They had to do it, but it's they started on. If you've been to our shop, it's on Main Street, and it kind of corners to Market Street there, and they shut down Market Street to do the construction, and kind of really didn't affect us. And I probably should have been paying more attention because August, I think it was August or September 1st, late August at some point, they closed down the Main Street. So now we are in the middle of that on the corner of two closed roads. And getting shipments was wild. Like I was outside running like a crazy lady trying to get the UPS guy's attention and the bank down the street. It was bad. So your Spider-Man cards, anybody who got Spider-Man cards from us, I worked out to get that because I was running. Your girl was running down the street. So yeah, it's been a little bit rough, and we've definitely seen less people coming in, and it's sort of sad for us. But they did open Main Street just the end of this past week, so we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, but it's not just the streets though. Is the problem? They tore up the sidewalks.
Oh yeah, baby,
Like just
you're
ripped
right.
everything up. It's
So like
just gone.
your average person walking up, maybe not too familiar, they just see broken up concrete and they're like, well, I can't get to it. They must be closed or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's rough.
We've been having to use the back door.
Yeah.
Giggity. Can't help it. I'm sorry.
That's good.
That is why he was once. He is the voice. He's the voice impersonator.
Hey.
Yeah.
Only a little.
Just a little bit, Mr. Hank Hill.
I'll tell you what, that boy ain't right.
He's talking about Zesty.
Oh.
Well, we're always talking about Zesty.
We're always talking about poor Zesty.
Hey, he ain't here to defend himself. Will.
That's right. He had to go to bed early. He's got to get up.
He had to go to work.
I'm not in this.
So, but yeah, so y'all have, and that was something I was going to ask. So there's been a noticeable impact financial wise. Like it's hurting, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's, and I'm assuming other businesses have as well. Because I've seen, not only your post, but other businesses from downtown. Hey, please, we're still open. Please come to the back door and giggity. And I couldn't help it. We done started it. We opened up the door.
Right on in.
I mean, I've seen it, and it's like you wouldn't be making these posts if obviously you weren't having an impact.
Yeah, it's rough.
So that's where I've kind of been, like I said, I'm a big, I'm with you all. I'm in your all's corner. I've seen posts from others in the community trying to be like, well, no, it's fine. It's fine. There's tons of people down here. And I'm like, if people were down there, businesses wouldn't be saying, "Hey, please, help us out, support us. We're still here. We're still open." And I think that's part of. I think that's kind of when I really got more invested. Like, well, no, hang on. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, the streets are packed. There's tons of people. I saw all sorts of people," and businesses are obviously doing something the opposite.
Yeah, and I've talked to other business owners because we are super close to some of our neighbors because literally because of you all. Like they'll go out and help them like load up a car or unload stuff. So now they're very friendly with us, and they've kind of opened up to me about the struggles they've been having, and because you kind of feel isolated like in your own corner when that happens. So we kind of chatted about that, and it's not just us. It's affecting everybody pretty bad.
Have they given any sort of? I've seen all sorts of back and forth. Any sort of timeline on? So like I know the sidewalk. I did see the post today. The sidewalks have been opened up. Is that like they're open up for good now, or is that just they cleared it for the antique festival kind of thing?
I will be honest, I don't know for sure. I would say it would be open, but I honestly don't know. And the last time we had been told anything officially, they were saying Thanksgiving. But then apparently there was a public forum where the city planner had said an estimation of July 2026.
Good God
Oh my
Almighty!
word!
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's for the whole thing as a complete project. And I think ours is going to get done a little sooner because it is Main Street out here. But I think the whole thing entirely is they're saying July 2026.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
Hopefully
rough.
that is like purely like maybe little cosmetic things and not like maybe the core of it is the street is open and the sidewalk's open and it's just guys making planners or something.
That's what it is on Market Street. Is it's gonna look really nice when it's done. Like I'm not upset about it. They're putting in like benches as the wall. They're putting in like flower beds and stuff like that. So it's taking longer than I think they had anticipated
Right.
at this point.
And I'm hoping too, I mean, because we're going to have a little bit like with the parade coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're gonna have to reroute that whole thing if
Like
that's
where's the parade going to go? So maybe the core of it is still we'll still stick to the Thanksgiving. So because we've got kind of our side too, where we suit up for the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And so we'll be there for that, hopefully. So I was just wondering if anybody had said, if y'all had heard anything more or kind of knew where it was, and because honestly, I just avoid that area when I'm,
Don't blame you.
especially if I'm just cutting through. Like obviously if I had a need to come down, I would, but as far as like on my commute home and all that, I just don't even bother with Clinton because
I live up a ways past the courthouse, so depending on which way I'm coming from, I have to take a detour myself just to get to the house.
And the festival parking today was, I don't know if you suffered from it.
I parked past the bridge
Yeah,
at the antique shop and walked here.
Awful. It was, I mean,
Well,
it's normally bad, but it was extra spicy hard to get to the shop today. I was like carrying stuff from like a parking lot out somewhere in another state.
They had most of the parking lot in the back
Yep.
set up for all the booths.
Yep.
Because they can't do it
On the street.
So they put the festival where everybody's supposed to park for the festival.
Yeah.
But they moved the people in the apartments up to the top part, so
Yeah.
so there was nowhere to park for
Yeah.
anybody else.
Yeah, because that's usually the apartment parking for the new building
Right.
that they finished up. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, did y'all see any extra foot traffic from the festival? Did that help?
Yep. That was it. Probably was the busiest I've seen the festival in a long time. It was way
That's good.
busier than the spring festival that happened.
Okay. Well, good deal. Hopefully, then maybe some of that was like, okay, if we, people coming out in force to try and just throw their support in and help and
Yeah.
kind of keep things going. Good deal. So going forward, what is your all's plan for the shop? What do y'all envision? What's kind of your all's next step? What do y'all want to do? Any future plans?
I definitely want to keep it going for the community, and we're building right now a competitive like Magic the Gathering team that's going to travel, thanks to Joey here. And that's inspired our Pokemon community to make their own competitive team. So we've got yeah, I know, right? And we've got a community that like supports to the point where it makes me want to keep going. So it is definitely our intention to keep this place afloat the best that we can, but we'll have some recovering to do from this for sure. And it's going to impact us and the community and the shop for a little while, but we plan on getting past this, and we're trying to come up with plans every day. Me and our business partners are on the phone all the time, like trying to think of ways to get this going. So we're not giving up on it, and the community's not giving up on us, so we're gonna keep going.
I was gonna say, I know on the weekends where to find a good portion of the hillbillies. In fact, there was one night I had to go into work late, and I just popped in because I knew I had a little bit of time to kill, but I needed to start heading that way in. And I was like, I'll just pop in here real quick and shoot the bull with the guys real quick because I knew they would be there. So yeah,
That's where they're going to be.
Oh, sorry.
No. Every Friday and Saturday, we want to know where someone is. We know where they're at.
Usually.
Now Janigan here, he's our D&D guy, so you might want to talk D&D shop with him because he's looking for some guys that want to play consistently.
I'm kind of I'm not a 4th edition, 5th edition fan though, so that kind of shoots things down a little bit.
I want to try 3.5 so bad.
Oh crap!
And we have such a committed D&D crew. Like my first ever Dungeons and Dragons table went 3 years, and we finished the campaign. That was my first table, so my expectations are a little high. I won't lie to you, but people are committed to these tables and these dungeon masters here. I am proud of our Dungeons and Dragons community. They are committed.
You've got just about every night, right?
Yeah, Saturdays have been rough, but Mondays, we've even got 2 tables on Mondays, and I'm starting my mini campaign like this Tuesday coming up. So we got spooky stuff going on. We got long time campaigns. We got other tabletops. I'm very proud.
Zesty runs the one on Wednesday.
Yes, Zesty runs the one on Wednesday, and his table's about half full, and I'm trying to get it popping for him.
Get some more peoples for him.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, envision him coordinating and running.
That poor boy.
Did you spew?
Oh, I almost did. Zesty.
He should have been on. That's what happens.
Work in the morning.
But I'm a little tired.
I cannot even fathom. I cannot remember or even count the number of times that when we were his age, the amount of nights that we stayed up way later than we should have, knowing full damn well in the morning that we'd have to get up to go to work.
Sucked it up and did it.
I think he has an old soul, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I was born an old man. I still stay up late.
I actually was in town and made it out for Wednesday night here at the shop. We're doing competitive night, and because we're going to be traveling, we're actually trying to go to a tournament next weekend.
Okay.
I showed up on Wednesday, and we had a bunch of people show up on Wednesday. And typically, when we leave Friday and Saturday after the shop, we hang out outside and talk for a while. So we hung out and talked, and we're like, I wonder what time it is. I'm like, oh my God, it's Wednesday. Like, We all got to work in the morning. It's like 11 o'clock. Like we got to go home.
What have I done to myself?
Not good.
Well, see, and that that to me is something else that I think speaks well, for the shop and kind of in creating that bond. Um, when you go outside and you continue to shoot the bull,
Mhm.
and you just keep going and going, and I mean we don't go to movies like we used to, but we would regularly be at the theater every Friday night, and
Such memories.
I mean we saw so many crap movies in hindsight, but it would we literally saw everything,
We did.
and
And we would fill up a whole row in the
and
theater.
and yeah, we'd go outside and then proceed to talk, and until at that point, Oak Ridge, mall security, keep driving by and keep looking at us like, all right, guys, you gotta go. But that's a good sign.
We made it
the
a
healthy
game, didn't we,
community.
one night to see how many times we can get them to drive by.
It happens here too.
Yeah.
Literally.
Clinton PD should be used to it.
They're,
Of course, then you
they're
got
pretty
Zesty.
good about it.
You got Zesty shooting illegal
Shoot off
fireworks.
fireworks.
Exactly. That's never trouble.
Pops
Hey,
off one
look at-
firework, blue lights.
About that, right? No,
Oh, you got to let her know that story.
we didn't do nothing.
Zesty did.
Okay. In my defense, it was partially my fault.
Okay, there it is.
It was 4th of July,
Acceptable.
and we're everybody I left the shop early to go watch fireworks,
Yeah.
and he was going. I shot them. I bought fireworks. I'm gonna shoot them off. Well, what'd you get? I got one of those crazy ones that spin. Like, seriously, it was like one of the little bitty. I can't find the camera.
It's
On the wrong
over there.
side. It's over there. Yeah, it's just like a little circly one.
Okay.
That goes zzz.
Okay.
That was it. I was like, seriously?
That's what we were excited about?
It's like, whatever. It's like, just shoot it. He's like, I'm not going to shoot it. There's cars because we're in the bank parking lot. Meanwhile, there was a dude at the drive-in part had been launching fireworks for an hour individually, just rockets, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So we finally, after the fireworks were finished, after most of the people left, the parking lot cleared out some, and after poking and ribbing him for like 45 minutes, he finally went to the car, got the firework, walked out into the middle of the parking lot, lit the firework, it went off, and the blue lights went off. The cop stopped and pulled up next to him, like, don't shoot off any more fireworks. And then he left. Meanwhile, the guy at the drive-in's like, not doing nothing. As soon as the cop left, started lighting them off again.
Oh,
I was like, Connor, do it again. He's like, no. Like, don't do it.
Deflated him.
It's like, actually, don't do it because that guy will literally come back and get you. Oh, look, I'll bail you out. It'll be funny.
so that's why they're always on us, is because Zesty was setting off fire.
Setting off
Got
firework.
it. Got
A
it.
firework.
He's
Like-
the source.
Okay, got it.
A singular firework.
One
One little spinning firework and got the blue lights. And the
That
cop
sounds
stopped to talk to him.
accurate, to be honest.
I mean, that's just his luck, though. That's how it goes.
It is.
Hey, is there something you want to say? What do you normally want to say?
Make sure to like and subscribe and drop a question in the comment.
All right.
Yay. He's versed.
He's been practicing.
Honestly, he's really the only reason we remember to add that plug about like, share, and
Right.
subscribe.
He's our reminder.
Everything.
Let's see. So yeah, beyond that, I'm drawing a blank on where I was going.
Maybe we weren't as prepared as we thought.
No, I am. But that does. The thought I've kind of had all week as I've thought about as we headed into this episode. In my mind, looking around the market right now, and like to me, card shops are kind of the last stand. Like, comic book stores are dying, going away. There's very few that seem to thrive. But the comic market has busted. Most comic stores have to be like a multi. You've got to like throw everything in it. So I've seen numerous ones open up, and it's like, oh, cool, comic store, gone. Barely last. Video game stores, like the old feeling that you used to have. I know a lot of it can be blamed on everything going digital. It just the world changed, but it's like nobody goes to GameStop. GameStop was the only option, and in a lot of ways they kind of ruined it themselves anyway with their own strategies and marketing. And it's like, remember when we used to have Babbage's and Electronics Boutique and
KB
Oh
Toys.
yeah.
KB Toy, just all the options.
Yeah.
And stuff, but game stores are kind of the same way. They're just not there. So I kind of look at it as like y'all are really, to me, kind of a last stand. Like to keep a community, and bring people together in person to do things and stuff like we used to do at the game stores or like you used to be able to do at a comic store.
Yeah, everything's moving digital and online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is convenient, but it's not the same.
When online gaming started, it's almost like we were excited and it was all the buzz and whatnot, and we had no clue what it would actually eventually lead to. And that's everyone being shut in their damn homes, joining everyone online and not going anymore to someone's house or plugging into a multi-tap or connecting wirelessly with controllers and doing a split screen. Or those days are well remembered and pretty
Very
new.
limited.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and in a few presentations I've given this week where I've discussed kind of my background and how I got into my job and everything, I referenced the LAN parties of the 90s. It's like to do what we do now, you had to lug a 50-pound monitor, a 50-pound tower, and all this stuff, and then spend half the night troubleshooting the network.
Trying to get it to work just so we could have an epic game of Age of Empires 2.
Right. But then it's like, yeah, you're right. We didn't know how good we had it because it's like, oh, we have lost that means to get together and shoot the bull and then, go out back, fire up the grill and
jump in a pool or, things of that effect.
Before I took my new job and moved out of state, we had at my house in Knoxville, we had guys' night once a month. It was pizza, beer, poker, video games. Just the guys. Everybody came over. We would have game nights, and everybody would come over. We'd play Halo 3, and they would be on their systems in other rooms in the house. So everybody was all there. Even though we could play it online, everybody specifically came over to have that camaraderie, the together time, and then yelling at each other from other rooms because they're killing each other. So, but that's been missing. And that's the one thing we get with 6-inch Turkey running Extra Life is we all come together.
We get together. We're together in one area, one spot, and able to do these gamings and yell at one another and call each other a fart knocker in person, or let along, instead of over the internet.
And about to choke to death over something hilarious happening.
Right.
Right.
And that's why I've kind of, I've started picking up, the Hero Quest and kind of started looking at board games along those lines. It's like it's bringing us back together again.
Yeah.
We just need to do it more.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we have here, though, is like that feeling, like yesterday when everybody started like coming in the door, and I'm just getting excited, getting to hang out and talk to everybody, and we're not in front of a screen. Nobody's really on their phones. We're face to face, and we're playing a game, and we're shooting it together. Like, yeah. And, one time, it was Mardi Gras or something along those lines at St. Patty's Day maybe, and this place was full. And somebody came in, an older lady came in and commented. She said, "Wow, everybody's here instead of out drinking." And I said, "Yep, it was a good group."
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that because that reminds me of something. My mom always used to say to me whenever, I would be out late, but I would just be at someone's house.
Mhm.
And it would be all my game stuff and all this. And, someone made the comment to her and she was always like, I know where he's at. And he's
Yep.
just playing games. He's not out on the road
Yeah.
wrecking stuff. Like,
Right.
what better avenue, could you want, And yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my mom was the same way.
Yeah.
That's why we had a lot of the parties at my parents' house when we were in high school and stuff, because she knew where we all were. She knew we were all there. She knew we were all safe. Everybody there was safe. Everybody was cool. So she had no problems ever opening up the house and letting us have 10, 15, 20 people over.
And just play. That's all we want to do. We just want to play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot worse things that people could be in, and yeah, to have some place to go and do that. And I hope downtown Clinton turns around and continues to grow. And I'm curious about the brewery. I've heard about the brewery. But yeah, give some more reason. Continue to add tons and tons of reason for people to come downtown.
Yeah.
I think it'll get better. Once this is all over, it'll get better.
Yeah, I think so too. They just gotta hurry. Just gotta move it along.
Hurry up.
Yeah, but I think so too. But yeah, you definitely have our support, and if there's anything we can do, but we're glad to sing your all's praises and prop you all up in any way we can, because we recognize the value and how important.
We greatly appreciate it. And it has shown, like, I hated putting that post out there. In the video I was talking to you about before we went live, I hated putting that out there, but it's the reality of the situation. And I want to be transparent with, especially our regulars in our community, but it definitely, when the businesses started posting that kind of stuff, I think anybody can tell you that we saw an increase in traffic.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, if it wasn't a tough situation, if it wasn't bad, you all wouldn't make that post. You wouldn't have to. You wouldn't need to. Yeah.
It's like you said, you've been open since 2022, and not one time has anything like that had to happen until now.
Yeah. Yeah. And all at once.
Right. No bueno.
Mm-mm. But it'll turn around and that brewery will open and we'll do Dungeons and Brews down there. It'll be very fun.
Bully.
There you go. I'd be game for that. Or
Yeah.
maybe you request brews. And then we can berate Connor for rolling ones consecutively.
You can't say that. That's me.
Or Shag rolling ones consecutively, critically failing and shooting Connor in the ass.
He's in the background.
He is.
He's very offended right now.
Connor?
No, Shag.
Oh, Shag. Oh, well, I wasn't knocking Shag, so I'm not worried now.
I was.
Yeah, that's Jones did that.
2 times now he shot Connor in the ass.
Yep, it's been fun.
In his
He'll do it again, by God.
No matter what Connor's playing, he probably had it coming.
Yeah. That's
Easily
fair.
does.
That's very fair.
What is that button?
Did I just hear you say, "What's that button do"?
Yes, I'm still learning the Rumble interface, but largely, I'm happy with how this has worked tonight. There's a few things we're missing from StreamYard, but I think it'll work. I need to revisit StreamYard to see if maybe they went back, after people fussed over some of their changes, but I think largely
I doubt it.
honestly, I kind of want to stick with
Again,
Rumble
though.
because we're able to now.
He's getting attacked.
Get it. You get that bug.
I bet it was a spider.
That's what I'm worried about.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna have to burn the house down.
Yep.
Yeah,
You have to torch all that stuff around you.
I got a lot of sprays. I'll
Start there.
hose everything down first before I go that far.
I've got a lot of sprays was my favorite line from this.
I mean, I got one that's like a natural spider repellent. Then I got the insta kill stuff. I've got some Raid over there. I mean, I have a lot of stuff.
It's funny though.
Raid kills bugs dead.
Even some of this. I mean, I'll figure. So I'll find something that works.
You going to get it drunk?
They're gonna hang out. They're gonna talk later. It'll be
I'm
fine.
gonna get him really drunk, and then.
Another alcohol-related death.
Yep.
Yep.
Every time.
So-
Give him a gun.
Actually, it could have
God.
been flying one. I don't even know where that came from. Or it could have. My hand may have even brushed the microphone or the headphone wire here. I don't know. It
Mild
touched me in a
panic
weird way, and it freaked me out.
It touched me.
No, don't touch me there. That's my no-no square.
So, all right. Well, I think this has been good. I think this is probably a good point to probably cut it here. But have a nice compact, good episode. And actually, we've not overstayed our welcome for once. We've we've stayed on task. We don't normally do that, and that's why our episodes are 2 hours long.
Too many rabbit holes. Too many forks in the road.
That or you can't get Zesty to calm down, and then he
does
revisits the
get
topic he
excitable.
finished up 15 minutes ago.
Oh, poor Zesty.
He gets
He
very
ain't here.
excitable.
He should have been here. He went to bed. This is what happens. It's the price you pay. Hey, it's like at the old LAN parties. The first one to pass out is the one that gets stuff done to him.
That's true. That's very true. That's why I never went to sleep first.
I tried not to, but sometimes I was. That's why I kept drinking a lot of caffeine. All right, so yeah, I think that will do it. I will. Great having you on. Appreciate it. Definitely glad to throw the sport your all's way. We've got your back. And yeah, I mean, if you're watching and you've not been to Checkpoint, visit them in Clinton. Check them out. Show them some love. And I will leave it to the rest of y'all to do the sign off. Anything else you want to say and add in?
I just want to say thank you so much for giving us a place to, discuss our business and put out some of the hardships. Just let people know what's going on. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for your support.
Well, likewise. Thank you.
Anytime. We're all community. We're all here locals. We're taking care of each other.
Sure.
That's what it's about here. So, yeah, no, anytime. And with that, I think we'll do the sign off. Now we may have some weirdness with the sign off credits. I want to try and time that right because I don't know how long Rumble's going to take to end the feed. It took them forever to fire up the feed, and so we'll see what we get.
Let's
just
see.
Have your game face on in case we're still live when the credits finished.